The damned aspect improves curses, which normally curses are something that you kind of want to avoid at all costs. Curse chests are maybe the one exception because you do get the colorless weapon and also a power scroll with that. But breaking down gold doors, trying to take curse swords, never a good idea. Damned, though, curses don't kill you, double the damage taken receive. That's already a common affix that you get on a lot of different items. Add to that the fact that double the amount of curse chest spawn. This could be an extremely powerful run. Certainly something that really fits the cursed sword well, if nothing else, which, as you can see right now, I definitely accounted for in this run. So, cursed sword, maybe bloodthirsty shield, maybe rampart for that little bit of extra defense against the double damage that I'm taking, and of course, vampirism. All things that I think are going to be extremely important over the course of this. Aside from that, as long as I can keep finding some of those cursed chests and potentially getting like some very powerful versions of the cursed sword, I want to say this could be one of the more powerful aspects. Maybe not as good as Blood Drinker, maybe not, definitely not as good as Relentless if you're going to be using vampirism at the same time, but compared to something like Tinker, I think that, yeah, like the benefits are just so incredibly good using this. Well, we'll see. This might also turn out to be a very short run, like some of the ones I've had in the past, but I got high hopes for this. I don't know, if nothing else, this actually turns the cursed sword into like only take if you're doing a very gimmicky challenge run, and makes it a weapon that is very usable. After all, it still does have one of the highest base damages in the entire game, and that's only going to be accentuated with the whole all the time that I'm cursed, I deal double damage. Yeah, no, this is already a good start. With vampirism, I shouldn't have too much trouble regenning up any health that I lose then either. Maybe end up taking disengagement, I don't know, YOLO? That actually works with this aspect, unlike normal curses, which you'll still die through that. It's like this, you can get a decent amount of defense even outside of just, you know, playing well, making sure that you're not getting hit too much. We'll see, we'll see. It's like the reality and the ideal are usually two very different things, so I don't want to say that, like, my god, you know, this is going to be the most powerful run I've ever had, but come on, double the curse chests? That is so many extra stats, and it doesn't even carry the same risk that it would normally in your usual run. After all, one of the things with curses, I don't think anybody's going to argue in Dead Cells, is that they are a little bit too hardcore. They have... The fact that you die in a single hit is just so bad. I've seen people over the years that this game has been around talk about how maybe like throwing in different curses, stuff like the old Undermine aspects that you can get where you, you know what, sure. Take 4 times damage? I hope not, but we'll see. You know, like in Undermine, where there's a bunch of different curses that do a lot of different things. Enemies will explode into spiders on death. Torches on the walls will shoot fire at you. Things that are bad, but don't result in you dying in a single hit. I'm just saying that, I don't know. I've never been a big fan of perfect play in games. I will take on some pretty hardcore challenges, but things where I die in a single hit, or, you know, get heavily penalized. I was point out, like, going up against bosses. If you take a single hit in a boss in Enter the Gungeon, you will lose out on the ability to get the Master Round, which is a huge health increase. And generally, like, the sort of thing that will make a big difference over the course of a run. Well, hey, at least we have the aspect, but of course, this is, needless to say, intended to be more of something to, you know, give you a little bit of a benefit in a run rather than something that you should be taking every single time, so I don't know if it quite counts. Thank you for Kill a Gorilla. I'm sorry that I was spending so long doing my introductory monologue, but yeah, thank you for the sub. Welcome to... no, I love you. That's what I say. I always keep wanting to say welcome to the jam. That is not like my catchphrase. It's I love you. Come on. It's the simplest thing. Why do I keep messing up my own stupid... I don't do catchphrases 90% of the time. How do I mess them up? Where's Doc Spooky Bird? This is Doc. Is Damned Aspect not good enough for Halloween? I feel like this is a very Halloween-focused aspect. Damned, right? You know, like, damn. Then curses. Damning and cursing. You know. Doc, can you name any genre parody games? Yes? Wait, why am I doing this? Did you know that there was a parody of the old a puzzle game Myst called Pissed? Yes, P-Y-S-T, that starred John Goodman in an FMV role? Did you know that exists? It's very bad. But there's also stuff like, you know, the No More Heroes series, which is supposed to be like a parody of like action games in their entirety, starring, you know, the loser otaku, toxic nerd. You know, before that just became the standard for nerds. I like those games, especially the second game, which is just like a parody of the existence of. Oh, nice. Which is just like a parody of the existence of sequels. It just parodies the fact that you even wanted a sequel for the game in the first place. Oh man. Now then, keep getting on here. Oh yes, my favorite game where I get a 40 kill streak and roll dick first in the spikes. Welcome to Dead Cells. It's like, and yeah, what I'm doing is we're doing the cursed sword with the damned aspect, which is not nearly as bad. You only take double damage, but it's like, if you think normal Dead Cells is bad, like Jesus Christ. Cursed sword runs. I know I'm supposed to be doing like a proper cursed sword run, but like, man, it is still just so incredibly difficult to try and make work. Oh boy. No, I don't have my... Well, look, the rally is at least good, and I don't actually die in a single hit, so it's fine, it's fine. Still, this is the point where, like, man, oh man, I would really very much like the vampirism back. I have a friend who likes No More Heroes games. No More Heroes games are great. They're, like, absolutely fantastic. It's just funny that, you know, the original Wii game, it's like something that was supposed to be transgressive. It's just, like... Well, maybe it's because I spend so much time on 4chan, but it's just like, no, that's just kind of like the standard, isn't it? Travis touchdown. Oh, man. It's funny because, like, yeah, when No More Heroes 3 came around, it's like, dude got, it's, No More Heroes 3, it's just like, it just continues that tradition of just almost, like, making fun of everything that it is. And it's all very, it's all very good. It's a very good game. I'll say that right now. Anyway, grab this. 75% damage reduction sounds pretty all right. No More Heroes is the only game that made me jealous of a Nintendo exclusive. But Nintendo, it's just like for their terrible business decisions, they do actually make a lot of very good games. It's just, you know, they do have a lot of very bad business decisions, unfortunately. We were actually talking, you know, as I was recording a little bit of Death's Gambit prior to starting up the stream here, and we were just talking a lot about, like, boy, Nintendo, I tell ya. Still, I mean, now, like, even most recently, they're getting in hot water for some of the weird porting issues with the online store. It's like, I love Nintendo, and I love the games, but man, oh man. I have a hard time embracing just anything online, period. It's frustrating. Nintendo makes good games, but they're not for me. They're pretty good. Oh yeah, not Bayonetta? Yeah, right. We were actually talking about how, like, Bayonetta has just been, like, rescued from, what's the word? Like a... being lost. The sequels wouldn't exist without Nintendo. That's what I'm trying to say. Oh man, thank you, Benny Cunningham. Wow, 5 subs. Thank you. Welcome to I love you. Oh no, I said the phrase wrong again. What is wrong with me today? Still so frustrating. Development hell? It wasn't like development hell, but like, I don't know what you call it. Like, if a game, like, wouldn't... It's like, you know, like the phrase angel investors? Like, people that will come in and take on, like, otherwise like, risky investments. It's like Nintendo was doing that for Bayonetta, which it's like, I definitely like seeing. I don't think we would get, like, the sequels to Bayonetta if it wasn't for Nintendo just striking sort of an exclusivity deal. Oh, it's so frustrating because I like so much stuff Nintendo puts out, but then, you know, you think about the fact that you can't, like, stream a Nintendo game without getting all kinds of DMCA. Think about, like, all the fan games they shut down. Think about, like, the struggles with everything related to the internet. How we've had to deal with friend codes for how long, you know? It's like, man, so frustrating. Yeah, Nintendo shutting down tournaments? It's just like... it is... But, you know, the games, the actual development side of stuff is still aces. So, I don't know. It is just like Nintendo has not been able to improve the non-development side of things since, like, the 80s. Why don't Nintendo agree with tournaments? I don't know. But, like, you have people like Capcom. Capcom will just, like, literally put in money for people that are doing... They'll, like, add to the pot in tournaments for Street Fighter or whatever. But Nintendo keeps trying to shut that stuff down all the time. I tell you. Oh. Like, what do you expect people to do with it? Just shake hands and admire each other? Yeah, it's like... I don't know. They were also, I mean, you know, Smash Brothers just entirely... Look, here's the thing. I don't entirely disagree with the idea that they want to make it like a more approachable type of fighting game. After all, fighting games have a reputation of being for the extremely hardcore. But at the same time, it's like trying to just, like, shut down anybody in the fighting game community that wants to like, do Smash Brothers tournaments. That is not the way to go about doing it. You know? It's frustrating because here's the thing. Everybody loves Smash Brothers. It's great. But, you know, Nintendo's also like, yeah, but we don't want you to like, yeah, but you're not liking it in the right way. That sort of thing. Sora now in Smash Brothers. Yeah, just give it to me. Why not? Let's do it. And keep on going. Yep. And there we are. Oh boy. Just probably plan to do the planned obsolescence. It's like, that's kind of what, like, the online store. I mean, you know how they keep doing the, they keep, like, releasing the digital game stuff and then re-releasing the digital game stuff. It's frustrating. Can't think of any other company that's had so much trouble, like, embracing online stuff. Especially because, you know, there's other ways for people to get stuff. And I mean, here's the thing. I of course want to get anything in the most legitimate way possible. That is always how I do stuff. But it's out there. You know. I'm not going to say anything more. Yep. Nintendo literally sold physical DLC and became crazy. The amiibos. Yep. It did. And that was like, you know, yeah, like content in games. Physical DLC. I don't think it's Nintendo that's the problem. It's literally, yeah. It's just like, it is just like the people that are running Nintendo have been the people of them running it for 40 years. And it's like, it's like they're still trying to run it like it is the 80s again. I think that is just kind of how it is. Nintendo has been a company around for a very long time. Hey, what do we got? Not as good as just keeping what I got right now. Oh boy. How do we get into talking about, like... This is like This is such like industry inside baseball stuff. Well, how do we get into this topic? Oh man, what a weird. Talking about machine translation earlier on, then quick detour into parody games, and now I'm griping about Nintendo's questionable customer service. How do we get into any of our topics? I don't know. After all, Dead Cells, it's just like doing this for 4 years. I've gotten comfortable enough actually playing the game that it just turns into a lot of just chatting. I think people kind of expect it to be like that, though. Let's be honest here. I like it. I like a little just. I think that, you know, anybody that does like a lot of the same games kind of goes in that direction, right? It's like it's not a bad thing, right? Like people aren't like, hey, but really, just give me like all the sick details on how to play Dead Cells, right? Like we're cool with it, you know? I don't know. I always feel insecure about that because, of course, I don't wanna like it started out at the beginning, like very much in talking about the whoop. Talking about we started out in the beginning very much talking about like the cursed sword run, but not as you can see, bruh. Come on. This is why I just got the vampirism, after all. But it's like you can see now that we're in the swing of things, that it's just like we're getting more comfortable. We can branch out into talking about Nintendo. I don't know. All right, get down here. Obviously, I still am taking 2 times damage. That's why stuff like disengagement and everything is important for this run. And I do know the heart even works through being cursed, so it's like this is. Ah, damn it! I gotta get the what is it? The 2 times, or what is it, 3 times rally sticks around. That's going to be kind of a useful thing later on, especially. Anyway. I focus on chat instead of the vid. The thing is, I know for me, I do kind of like having streams as sort of like a podcast style. I'm sure that that most people can probably relate with the idea that there are like some streamers that you can throw on in the background and just like listen to as a podcast, right? And I wouldn't hate like a little bit of Dead Cells to be like that, right? Right? I'm incredibly insecure anyway, as if I need to tell anybody. Oh boy. First thing I'd say when it came in chat, can I enter anywhere in conversations, go talking about corn, how we need another French Revolution. Not against Nintendo. We don't need another Nintendo Revolution. That's what the Wii was originally called. I almost got the reference there, and it sort of fell apart because I couldn't remember the right name. I'm sorry, everybody. Okay. Oh, there's a piece of cheese up there, too. Gonna have to go get that. But yeah, like, look at the damage, though. The damage output is out of control. Okay. Ah! Got any more enemies around here? No? Grr. No, he's kicking ass until he makes a black or E, and then I pay attention. Man, just caught in 4K there. Anyway. The perfect time to see that comment. Let's keep getting on here. Now then. Oh, take like a traditional route. After some of the hits that I've been taking, I think I probably want to not be too risky, let's be honest here. Might be okay, but let's just keep this for right now. Okay. Oshuary. Type of content is really good. I see almost people that do, 0 people that do that in Portuguese. I can understand that. It's like, I can imagine that it's just like, yeah, I know that it is hard to sometimes find that sort of... Wait, rally. Rally's what I'm looking for. 3 times long. Yes. Okay. Let's go, baby. I'm a follower of the Horny King. Bow down to Telepuerte. Oh, man. Telepuerte. I love that guy. That dude just did like an animation every single day for a full year. It's like that sort of commitment has to be appreciated. Now then. Rally sticking around for... Yeah, I hate you so much. Thoughts on Phantom Dust so far? Actually, funny thing is, Phantom Dust is already done. You want me to put up the final episode right now? Because I can do it. On the live on stream. But yeah, Phantom Dust, I kind of said it in the last episode, basically. I was already sad because I knew that game was a cult classic. That we never got like any sort of follow-up or sequel like they were originally planning to do. But now that I played the game, I'm even more sad. Like it had so much more room for being that much better. It's so disappointing to know that it's just like that is, you know, a victim of Microsoft's own bad business practices. Like it was rough. It was rough and incredibly silly, of course. Like, my God, the idea that main character, Alpha, was, you know, they made him as, like, a silent protagonist when he looked like that. And it's just like, yeah, this could be any person. And he looked like that. He's just incredible. I mean, overall, like, the big dumb anime cutscenes and everything are just, my God, that game. It is very much a 2000s game. But, like, you know what? All of the combat and the whole card system, all very solid. All very good. It is... that is a game that deserves a lot more love, I think. Well, anyway, that's how it be, though. Needless to say, I had a very fun time with the game. The bosses were atrocious. Like, oh my God, the bosses were so bad. Everything else, though, was pretty great. Like, the bosses were so incredibly bad in that game, though. Whew, that's how that is. Anyway. Keep on stacking everything into... Speaking of bosses, yes. Get rid of you here first. 2005. It's 2005 for 20 bucks. It's not 20 bucks, it's free. I don't know if you know this. You can go and play Phantom Dust right now. For free. It's free. Just download it. If you like that game, I'd recommend it. It's like there were a lot of builds and everything that I did not end up using at all. And it's like there's a lot more content that you could check out with that game, of course. Card games are crungo. Hey, come on. It's like I don't even like card games, but I can at least appreciate just the very different direction they took with it. Like, come on. Gotta play somebody's bot in multiplayer. No, I'm not, after all, I'm not that into card games. I just appreciate the absolutely wild, like, the wild scenario and world that they created. And I appreciate the very original take on card games that it presents, even though, yeah, it could use like a little bit more work. But that's why having a sequel would have been ideal. It's, so frustrating that we're never going to see more of it, you know? Yeah. But, you know, it's like, yeah, there's a lot of games that I like that maybe don't get the amount of attention that I want. Most recently, Death's Gambit. Like, come on, everybody, play Death's Gambit. It's really good. Like, it's really good. Like, it is so much better. They have improved it an amount that is hard to even describe in the Afterlife expansion. Anyway. Had a friend bought my friend a copy of Titan Souls, and the motherfucker had the audacity to not only stream it, but also beat it on stream and beat the boss I got stuck on the first time. I mean, it is a good streamable game. I actually wanted to play why can't I remember the name? Death's Door, sort of the follow-up from what I understand. Or at least it has like references to Titan Souls. Never ended up doing that. But of course, also the major reason why I wanted to do that was Bird Game. And, you know, gotta play Bird Game. I should play more Bird Game. Get that, the branding. Gotta get that branding in there. You know how that is. I gotta save money for Hollow Knight Silk Song. Yep. So, Since Hollow Knight Silksong was introduced, we the the DLC for Isaac has come out. We've gotten an actual release date for Elden Ring. Where's Silksong though? I mean, I'm just saying. Come on, Team Cherry. You know we want it. Ah. I'll play Death's Gambit. It's very interesting and not easy. Oh man, I don't know if you've been doing the heroic boss fights, but good God, those things have just taken it to even another level at that. I mean, I'm somebody who's played a lot of Dead Cells and those things, and I'm still struggling with like heroic by. Well, I guess I did beat heroic by Surge, but that took a while. Let's just say. We'll see that eventually, though. Keep on going. I started Death's Gambit but lost interest. Wait, what? Aren't you the person that wanted me to play Afterlife in the first place? Oh, that was close. Should probably actually throw on Vampirism and get some healing here soon enough. Hey, and there's a second curse chest. Double them up, baby. Let's go. Mushroom Boy. Guys, should I take Mushroom Boy? I saw somebody say yes. Okay, let's do it. New Guardians of the Galaxy game. I saw that Amy Hennig is now going to be working on a Marvel property. Is that the one? Because that'd be interesting. Like, the funny thing is, it's not even because I know her from like the Uncharted games. I really liked the original Legacy of Kain. It was good. It was very good. So, yep. All right, then. Might be... I don't know. It's hard to say because I'm not usually a huge fan of, like, tie-in games. But maybe? Maybe. The rest of the people saying no, I don't know what you're talking about. Somebody said yes, so that means that we're taking him. Look at him go. All right, all right, all right. I should actually use... Okay. Just... keep on. Hope for the best here, baby. That is not too bad. 75% health. That's like a 25% health increase. Good enough as far as I'm concerned. Okay, okay, okay. Yeah. Still want to kind of keep it careful, but I mean, I do also have a like 50% heal here as well, which I might end up using at this rate. Well, that'll at least get me up to 100 then. But yeah, I got a big old eyeball. You know what? I should actually... We're talking Halloween. I should switch this over to Monster. Come on now. If there is nothing else I can... I'm also wearing the ghost outfit. You know, it's Halloween, by the way. Is there like... I feel like I should do something, but like, I don't know. I don't know. Like, I was just wondering, like, surely there is something more I can do, right? For like a Halloween Dead Cells run. Anybody got any good like gimmicks, at least for commentary wise, for the rest of the episode? Oh man, thank you, KVGR. Let's go. Hope you're enjoying this spooky Dead Cells stream. Is that doing it? Is that anything? 10 gifted subs. Nice. By the way, did I eventually end up doing Final Fantasy 15 justice? I did enjoy that game by the end. It took a while, but I mean, and I do still have some issues with it, but let's be honest, I think that the 4 main characters are some of the strongest, maybe in all the Final Fantasies, and Arden was a very fun villain, even though he was kind of the only villain. You know. I think, you know, I know that like when I started up that game, that people were telling me it's just like, oh man, Final Fantasy 15, that's like the worst. I liked it. I had fun with it. It's good. It is a little bit rough in places, and I think the gameplay is pretty bad. The gameplay is just, it's just not great. But like the setting, the characters, it was all good, right? They changed the last chapter a lot since I played it at release. It was just sort of a boss rush, though. How much? What would they have changed? That's strange. Huh. I guess, yeah, it makes sense, though. I heard that... I do know that game did have something of a legacy of being even more rough around the edges when it was originally released. You know. I don't know. Final Fantasy 15 is great, and it's a damn shame the DLC extra chapters were cut short. Oh, they were? Because, like, they were very conspicuous in the game. I'll tell you that right now. Like, I was originally joking when I said, like, oh, hey, Noctis, I've got to go off and do my DLC chapter. I'll be back later. But that is, like, literally what happened. Like, literally, though. No core, no final hub, no Cerberus fight, no king fights. The king fights I thought were kind of annoying, though, to be honest. Like, I'm going to be honest with you, yeah, like, especially the rogue fight, I can't say I was a huge fan of that one. Also pretty inexplicable, all things considered. Like, why did that even happen? Supposed to be more character-centric things, like for Luna and Arania. I don't remember how to pronounce the name. Highwind. Yeah, that probably would have done. Like, I'm gonna be honest, they tried, but I didn't really feel like Luna Freya was that strong of a character, especially compared to the main four dudes. I mean, obviously she was meant to be very important in the plot line and everything, but like, you know, No, Cindy got enough. Cindy got plenty of screen time. I don't think that she was it was not the same as, yeah, like Highwind were Highwind, yeah, seemed like she should have had more. Well, of course, it seemed like a lot of the second half of the game was sort of cut short in a lot of ways. Like, the whole that whole episode that I just called, like, running down hallways for 2 hours while being taunted, felt like it maybe should have been a little bit more substantial in terms of content. You know? Like, I don't know. And especially, like, yeah, the last time you saw Highwind, it was there wasn't a whole lot to that encounter. Walk down a hallway sort of thing. But I mean, otherwise, it was pretty good. I enjoyed it. I was fine with the pacing in the end. It was so cutscene heavy, though, too. Like, you know. I think that there were some bits that could have been improved, but overall, like, what we got, I still think was pretty good. I liked it. I like the game. It was not as bad as it could have been, to say the least. They definitely crammed everything into the second half. Yeah. That was where you got, like, all the lore stuff. Because certainly, I even talked about that, where I kind of liked how they presented the, I guess not to spoil the game or anything, how they presented the final chapter, because it was in such stark contrast to the earlier things that happened. Like, it really hit home in a way that I've seen other games try to do, but Final Fantasy 15 might have done it the best. You know? If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. Wings. Nah. Mushroom Boy. Combat is something I ended up enjoying. I don't know. It's just, it was so... Like, you could not die as long as you still had consumable items. Like, you just couldn't die. And I guess it's like, yeah, but... And it was all like a lot of auto-attacking type of stuff. They actually made it like... I mean, they even purposely made it so that it's just like, you would have to wait. Like, sit there and wait while you watch Noctis being all like, I'm dying, use a Phoenix down already. If you didn't want to engage with the whole, like, consumable system. You know, that sort of thing, basically. God, I love not dying in a single hit from curses. Just want to point that one out real quick. I'm a big fan of that part of this aspect. Bromance was surely some of the best writing. Yeah. No, yeah. It was. Nice. Could not have asked for anything better. Perfect. This is a nice colorless rampart. Oh, yeah. Definitely ended up taking that. The harder content is in the endgame stuff. Oh, yeah, one of the things that I never even showed on camera, just like a dimensional rift opening up and the super boss Omega from Final Fantasy V popping out of it. Yo, what's up with that? That was just like a thing that happened. I wanted to actually show it on camera, but I wasn't recording at the time. And like, I don't think it would quite have the same impact if I walked up and was like, hey, this happened. Also, I was lazy. But, you know, the optional super boss from Final Fantasy V, Omega. And he looked like, yeah, he was like a proper good 3D model of what like the sprite of Omega looked like back in Final Fantasy V. That was fun. I kind of wanted to fight it, but I'm also like, you know, the gameplay in Final Fantasy 15, I just wasn't. Still, though, I liked seeing, like Omega coming into the 21st century. It's such, Final Fantasy V. Nobody ever talks about Final Fantasy V. Never hear anybody ever talking about Final Fantasy V. Well, anyway. So seeing just like even a random reference like that still fills me with joy. Yep. Drop down. Why are you not dropping down, though? Okay, well, hey, the 3 times extra for rally is working out well for this anyway. Final Fantasy V just kind of felt meh to me. Yeah, fair enough. I do not disagree with you. I think the job system was cool. I think, of course, I like Omega and Shinryu. They were fun. There's some fun little characters, and like, yeah, you didn't really see like a whole lot of optional super bosses in the earlier Final Fantasies, but it's not like it was amazing or anything. Check for one more curse chest. Oh, there's no reason for me not to do like the full search around in every single one of these levels. I am definitely going to go for that. Because after all, I deal a lot of damage. I can really... I'm actually at a point where I can take the 2 times hits and still survive just fine. No reason not to try and go for like the full most powerful run that I can. This is going just peachy keen. I mean, it was next to the first. Wait, what? Was it? Did I miss it? Was there a curse chest? Maybe? I didn't see it, but I'll continue looking around. How many subs to do a Persona 1 to 5 marathon? Question. Would you want to see Revelations Persona, or would you want to see the PSP Persona? I'm not going to do both. But I want to know. I want to know. Which one would you... If you did... Oh, missed some curious info on Insomnia. There was a post-game dungeon that disables items. Oh. Well, now that's interesting. Did you know that originally Chapter 14 was just Ifrit and Arden, none of the other bosses? People disliked how little content there is, so they patched in the whole Insomnia. Well, I mean, okay, here's the thing. I actually did notice that, like, I did the side quests in Insomnia for Chapter 14. It was extremely buggy. So I guess, yeah, I can see how it was sort of a, like, a very quick patch-in type of thing. But it wasn't bad. I liked being able to actually see a little bit more of like the area and everything, but like, yeah, it makes a lot of sense to me that it was sort of more minimal. Also, it's still shocking to think that Arden was not actually Ifrit, because that's like, why did that happen like that? You know, that was sort of a weird thing. I ended up liking that game. It's like I did more side quests than I usually would in a lot of the... Oh, I went to the wrong area. Than I usually would in a lot of the open world games. So I think that is a ringing endorsement by itself, if I do say so. You promised P5 strikers. I never promised P5 strikers. That is a lie. That goes a lie. Beyond lies. That's a damned lie. Going off of a coin flip says PSP. Ah, so you don't know about Revelations. So, funny thing. Revelations Persona is the first Megami Tensei game to actually come out in the West. That's right. Before anything else, that was the OG. And oh boy, did they try and scrub everything that made it Japanese from that game. It is an amazing thing. Is it good? No, not at all. Is it kind of like a mouth agape, ridiculously awful? Yes. Is the gameplay good? No. They thought the random encounters were too many in the original, so they pared it down without trying to adjust for the fact that you would not be able to recruit enemies if you have significantly less enemies to actually fight. So it's weird and unbalanced on top of everything else. But like, yeah, the art style changes they're a thing. Let's just say they're a thing. And you can go look into more of that yourself, but it's very different compared to, you know, the sort of like translations that we get today, which actually like try and preserve like even the honorifics and everything, compared to what we got for Revelations Persona. Complete 180. So yeah, it's not a good game though. Look, no. I want to play the PSP version. I want to play the PSP version because that's the good one. And even then, like, I gotta say the original Persona was not that great of a game, but like it's better. It's better than Revelations Persona. Please don't make me play Revelations Persona. Anyway, how many subs? What would it be? What do I want to do? Like, I don't want to. I want this to be a thing that I try and make you give me the subs. That is. What is down here? Oh, you know what? Send me to the Sepulchre. I want to keep this a nice and easy, breezy, beautiful damnation run. Jelly-filled donuts. Oh man, jelly-filled donuts. Like that would be tame for the things they did in Revelations Persona. Like that would be the least of their concerns. No, it would still be pretty egregious. Nothing is going to be more egregious than jelly-filled donuts. That was eat your hamburgers, Apollo. But you know, it's like I don't know. Like I would encourage you to go and look up Revelations Persona and some of the regional differences. It's a trip. Okay. I'm not going to do like the play 2 versions of the game. I'm not that committed to playing. Look, you got to fulfill. Look, you know what? You guys fulfill the sub goal or whatever. And then I will consider. I'll throw this in the backpack. I might end up using that. You guys fulfill the sub goal, whatever that is, and then I will. Oh hell yeah! Curse chest really paying out in this biome. One hit and you're dead. Not so fast. All right. Have a hard time getting through Persona 1, even have a run going on the PSP version. I mean, it is. The thing is, you know, despite everything, back in the day, I was a huge fan of the Persona games. I played the OG. Well, actually, the thing is, I was a big fan of the Megami Tensei games entirely. I played Digital Devil Saga and everything, and that was the reason why I wanted to play Persona in the first place. And then I got really into Persona 3. I bought Persona 4 when it came out. Took me a little bit to get into it, but I played through that game too. And it's like, yeah, I loaded up Revelations Persona on my entirely legitimate PlayStation. And, well, PlayStation 2. And, like, I also didn't get through it. It's got an interesting battle system. It's like more positioning based. Like you're on a big grid. It's not that good. Like it's not great. I gotta say, you know, it didn't really capture my attention in the same way. And at that point in time, I had played Shin Megami Tensei 1 and 2. Not the Megami Tenseis, the Shin Megami Tensei, the Super Nintendo ones. So it's like it's not like I had anything against playing number 3, baby. Let's go. So it's not like I had anything against. Sorry, Mushroom Boy, get out of here. Not like I had anything against playing a first-person dungeon crawler or anything like that. I don't know. I just didn't get into it. Anyway, no, it's not too. Number 4. Oh my god. Oh my god. Wow, they weren't kidding about there being double the amount of chests. Wow, this is amazing. Like, look at that. All right then. I think we got a run going. Well, anyway. Nice. I know. Sepulchre was the right choice, I guess, because wow. I guess, yeah, technically you can occasionally find 2 cursed chests in this area, and I guess that was doubled. They weren't kidding about that whole doubling thing. That's not just add an extra chest. That is a lot more than that. Huh. Sure. Well, anyway, look, give me an actual goal to try and fulfill. And I'll... Look, you know me. I'll do it for the money. Money talks. If you give me the money, I'll do it. I'm not gonna like it, but I'll do it. But I better see that cash first before I even start up anything. Before you even start. And I better have like a goal that would be possible to accomplish. I'll give you $1. Okay. You know, it has to be like enough money to actually, you know, be worthwhile. Yulia, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. That's not good enough. But I do thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Look, we're talking about we are talking about 5 more we are talking about 5 more turn-based RPGs. That is such a huge time commitment. That absolutely greedy streamer. Yeah, what do you want from me? Hey, you're making me play this. I should make you pay. 1 and 2? Now, are we talking both innocent sin and eternal punishment, or are we talking about, like, you know, just innocent sin? I won't put you through 5 again. I already went through 5 twice. You better not put me through 5 again. What is your current sub count? I can check that, actually. But yeah, once again, thank you, Yulia. 5 gifted subs. Let me take a look. I am currently at 153 subs, baby. Let's go. Nice. That's right, everybody. I just gave you all the tools that you need to figure out how much money I'm making through Twitch. Greedy streamer. But, you know, whatever. Look, you can just look this sort of stuff up yourself. It's public knowledge. Thank you for the 69 bits. Moneybags, Doc. Oh, yeah, Moneybags. You know I don't have any other job right now, right? I'm still going off of my savings for the most part. Of which I have a substantial savings. Don't get me wrong. I hopefully won't die here. Okay. I made sure, when I saw the writing on the wall, I made sure to start really saving up. But that's neither here nor there. Ah. tools like there was in the Twitch leak. Yeah, but you didn't even need the Twitch leak before that anyway. And also, most people weren't advertising it in the middle of their stream or anything. What? God. What if... okay, what's like a realistic amount of subs that would actually justify me playing five different RPGs? 5 different full-sized big boy PlayStation, and that's when they started to get real big in terms of RPGs. Also, can I bring in the second guy? I'll share the money with him. He will look here. If I'm getting paid, he will also be receiving money from that. Unlike the Persona 5 series, which received no money. Okay, so we like him. Okay, well, I'll bring in the second guy again. We'll do it Persona 5 style. But you gotta show me some. Whom's this second guy? He's a guy that I've known since high school. That's it. It's not. There's no story behind that or anything. He's just some guy I know. Sub count is secret info? Yeah, a lot of streamers do sub goals. Do sub goals. Anyway. I'm sorry, I got distracted being a literal child there for a second. But he is a doctor? No, I'm actually a doctor of rhyming and stealing, so, it's not quite the same thing. I'm doing nearly 100,000 damage per hit, by the way. Look at the Cursed Sword DPS right now. Look at it. Look at it and weep. Look upon my DPS, ye mighty, and weep. Some good stuff. Okay, let's go for the heal and get out of here. Okay. We're doing 1 Eternal Punishment in Innocent Sin, 3 FES, 4 Golden. Yeah, 4 Golden would be the one to do because that's the one on Steam. And 5 Royal is already done. We've already finished 5 Royal. 5 Royal is completed. I'm not doing another 117 episodes of that. You can't make me. Like, that ain't part of the deal, man. We looking at early Dead Cells levels of damage. Yeah, this is like what the sort of damage you could pull out when scaling was wacky. No 5 then. Well, 5 is already done. It's not like no 5. It's more like 5 it's there. You can go and watch that right now if you want. Still comes down to 5 full-sized PlayStation and PlayStation 2 era big RPGs. You gotta pay money for that. You cannot, we can't just do this, That is me making you pay. I'm just thinking about it right now. I could probably also end up taking like Alienation Acceptance because curses don't really mean too much of anything. Make it a sub goal of like 250. I want to say like even more than that. I want to say like sub goal of 500, sub goal of 1,000. I'm going to be making like 35,000. I'm going to be making middle class wages by the time you make me. Hey, by the way, thank you, Solar Major. Welcome to the next level of me getting that much closer to having played Persona 5. What does the sub goal count for playing all numbered Final Fantasy games? I've already played 3 on the channel. We're like most of the way there at this rate. Yeah, baby, let's go. This is what I want to see for like the actual Cursed Sword run, not the damned aspect one. Could not be getting any better. No, missed the parry though. That's not what I want to see though, of course. 500 subs. Don't set goals you're never going to reach. Yeah, I know. That's why I don't want to go that high because I don't think I'm going to be able to reach it. Want to go do a bigger number? Want to do a phase thing? Okay. 1 game for 300, next game for 500. Okay, I think that's actually a good way to do this. All right, let's say if I hit 1,000 subs, 1,000 subs is when we're going to do Persona 4 The Golden. All right? How about that? No, too late. You already gave me the idea. No backsies. Don't start from 300. No, 300's good. We'll start from 300. Okay, so we got 5, right? If we start from 300, 1,000 is unrealistic. I don't care. Me doing all 5 of those RPGs is unrealistic. Like, you're saying that as if that's like a totally normal thing. Yeah, 700 divided by 5. That's what we're looking at. So every 350 or 140. Yes, because I can't do math. Bam. Let's go. All right. You finished Final Fantasy 15 in a week? It's 27 is what you said, but I auto-corrected it to 15. Yeah? Do you know how much I played of that game in that week? That was like me non-stop working to finish that thing. I got like 40 hours or so in that game. 300, 440, 580, whatever the next one is. 700 and 30. 700 no, 20. Oh my god. Yeah, the castle. It's been a while. I knew you were going to tell me to go to the castle, so I did. No, that's the entire reason. There you go. Oh, man. 40 hours of background play. I mean, each one of those episodes was like 5 was like 5 hours long. It was like 2 hours long. 2 to 3 hours long. And then in the background, I was doing a lot of side quests and stuff to prep up for things and, you know, get used to the battle system and everything. Ah, yes. The giant one. There he is. He's always been a skeleton. It's weird in that way. By the way, if you don't know, in lore, the skeleton has always been, or the giant has always been a skeleton. It's very strange. Like a sub a month? Well, okay, well, here's the thing. I'm not going to, I won't, if somebody like gives me 150 subs, right, don't do it. Guys, don't do it. If somebody gives me like 150 subs right now, please don't actually do that though. With Persona 1 Revelations will be starting up soon. But then it's like, we will need to get to the next count. So, yeah. Yeah, considering there's like 40 average viewers here, and that's like 1,000 months essentially, which is like 25 months per sub per person. Oh, no, it's got to be the max. It's got to be the total sub count. Even I can't afford 100 subs. I don't know, Yulia, you or KBJR are kind of like the people who have been, well, then in Bancrotus. Yeah, you shouldn't discount Bancrotus, of course. Dude gave me like 30 subs the last time I streamed. It was ridiculous. It was just like, I always feel like it might happen, and I feel bad to be like that. Doc, you don't have 1,000 unique viewers. Well, then I guess I'll have to stream more. Or that means that it's entirely impossible to happen, and I won't have to play Persona. Oh no, what a terrible, oh no, guys, what a terrible, terrible situation. I wouldn't have to play all of the Persona games. Oh, how would I survive? Well, if you want to see it, you know what to do. So there you go, you guys. Do you want to see more of Persona, my least popular series on the entire channel? Well, you know what to do. Just you know, give until it hurts. Could have done this in September. Oh no, I could have done this in September. How am I gonna survive? We could have had the entire Persona series. Oh no. Let me do a little bit more gremlin laughing here for a second. Okay. All right, thank you, Spectre Knight. One more added to the pile. Okay, don't die here. Don't die here while I'm gloating. One more added to the pile. Contributing one more to the Persona Fund for some reason. My least popular series on the channel. Streaming more and advertising on YouTube. Yeah, I mean, I could advertise on YouTube, but I won't. Okay. Come on, you gotta get that sweet rally going, baby. Oh, yeah. Let's go. But there you go. I'll do it. I'll do the sub goal like that. I mean, like I got sub goals on YouTube and everything. I mean, I ignored them to do Minecraft anyway, but whatever. We're still what is it, Hoonie Pop you want to see for 50,000 subs? Can't do the JoJo thing, but like that's all ready to go. Does tier 3 sub count as tier 1? Let's just say there's like a sub point thing, which I think counts if they're multiple tiers. So if you do like a tier 3, we'll count that as 3 subs. Is that how that works? I don't know if you actually know. Like tier 3 is something. That's basically the equivalent of 3 subs, right? It's always how I knew. I don't know. I only ever tier 1 sub to people. I'm sorry. I'm not a good supporter of people. And obviously I haven't been able to do that lately because of the whole unemployed thing. $5 and $25. Ooh, that is a big one. Hey, what's in here? Is this the Dark Souls reference again? No, this is the barracks. I need this agreement in writing. Don't worry, it doesn't have to be in writing. This is a verbal agreement. You will be able... The thing is, the thing that I'm doing right now is considered a verbal agreement. This will hold up in court. So don't worry about getting this in writing. Not something for Persona. Just been watching the YouTube stuff for a while. I don't think I've caught you live before. Still, I think you want to play Persona because you love it. I've said this... Well, one, thank you again, Spectre Knight. Speaking of games I gotta eventually play, at some point in time, I should actually go and do Shovel Knight. That game is really good, and it's just like I just watched a lot of other people play it, and it's such like a common thing to play that I just never have. Well, yeah, hey, thanks for the sub, but also I did really like Persona back in the day, and I don't want to return to the old games because I still remember loving Persona 3 and 4. And I just feel like if I play them again, I would just see all of the problems with Persona 5 reflected in their eyes. Like whatever it is, whatever sort of innocence I had when I originally played the Persona games, it's gone. It's gone. I don't have it anymore. I can't enjoy the series, maybe. Maybe the other games are actually good. I don't know. I can't tell you. Doc, you get the same amount of money. Okay, price stays the same, but it comes down to 250 subs. Oh, whatever. Figure it out here. Look, if it means that I get money, yes, I'll say it again. If it means that I get money, I'm willing to do Persona. But only if it means that I get money. I want money. Oh. Anyway, before Twitch takes a cut, yeah. I believe that I get 350 cents. I get $3.50 for each of the $5 you give me. I believe that's how it works. I actually don't know because, you know, I'm not sitting here making sure that I'm like maximizing my profit on the Twitch channel. Let's be honest here. I don't think anybody that streams does that. However, I'm just saying. Change the cool guy super points to Persona points. Why would I? Look, I'm not going all... I'm not saying that it's just like, I will love the Persona series if you give me this money. I'm just saying I'll play the games. It will turn out like the... Look, you can go and watch a Persona series right now. It'll turn out like that. If you haven't watched all 117 episodes of it, say hi to Lonely Cracker in the comments. The one person who stayed through it. It's like... Prime sub pays the same? I believe it does. I believe that's just like a free sub they give you. And it is the exact same. So, you know. You're using the Primes. It's pretty much the same thing. My God. Big boy, big damage. Nice. Hi, Lonely Cracker. Hey, Lonely Cracker. Thanks for watching the Persona series. The one guy who did it. Brimley was there for a really long time, but, you know, I'm guessing he probably has, like, real-life stuff that he's doing now. How does this aspect work? If you are cursed, doubles the damage given and taken. You no longer die in one hit, and also doubles the amount of curse chests that you find. So I found four cursed chests in the Sepulchre. It is amazing, to be honest. Nice. It is a perfect collector fight. Oh, you know I'm going to choke. You know I'm going to choke. It's not going to happen. This is good. I don't think it's that good. It is quite good, though. So anyway, keep the subs coming in, baby, if you want to see if you want to get that sweet persona. But you won't do it. So that's fine by me. Look, I don't want to play the rest of the games. I don't want to play the rest of the games. It's just like, look, Persona 1 is pretty rough. I hear Persona 2 is much better, but like, you know, aside from seeing Adolf Hitler in sunglasses, which is still the sort of screen cap that is unbelievable that actually happened in those games. It did happen in those games. It's pretty weird. Oh my god, this is so annoying. It's like, oh, I don't want to revisit Persona 3 and 4. I like those games, and I don't want to not like those games. I want to continue to like those games. Yeah. Keep rallying up, baby. Let's go. You're going to make me hate those games. Games that were once beloved by me. Okay, there we go. Not gonna die yet. Yet. The librarian as usual. No, it's fine. It's fine. Oh, I want to make you play some other Final Fantasy games. Final Fantasy 12 in particular. Story is surprisingly good, and it's become expected to. I haven't expected to become my favorite in the series. I don't know. You did just make me play Final Fantasy 9. And it's all like I gotta say, it's just like, stop making me play so many long RPGs on the channel. Look, I'll do it. But like, man, those are some big commitments. Anyway. Oh man, oh man. But a jester was traumatized for the pleasure of the laughing masses. Why isn't Persona 5 series more popular? Look, I'll be the internet e-clown that you torture for your own pleasure and amusement. I'll do it. But come on, at least watch the series. It's the only thing I ask of you. Bruh. Ugh. Honestly, I could afford this with 9 weeks of work. I will watch the series eventually. That's not good enough. Ratchet & Clank is such a short game. Yeah, but I don't have any easy way to play it. Otherwise, I would. Like, you know, the reason I'm playing stuff like Phantom Dust is because I just need to download it. Like, Death's Gambit is just on Steam. Stuff like Ratchet & Clank, I would have to go figure out how to get a PS2, like, hooked up and stuff. There is like a remake of the game, but I don't think that's the one you want, right? You want the original one, right? Isn't it on the PS Store? There is a Ratchet & Clank, but it is like it's like the remake of the game, which is not quite the same thing from what I understand. Like, it's like a reimagining of the first game. So, if you're okay with that, I'll play it. But like, otherwise, I gotta figure out, like, games while I'm unemployed, games that require me to like buy an entirely new console and like a capture card for it are gonna have to be put on the back burner. Sorry for everybody that wanted to see Folklore. But like, yeah, I can't really go and afford a PS3 purely to play one game. I could if I was still working, or if I get that 1,000 subs, and if people at least like, I mean, I would hope that people continue with 1,000 subs, please, please. Ooh woo. Let's keep going here. At least I think I should be able to finish this run just fine. This is annoying. Yeah, Folklore is on the back burner. That's fine. I mean, it is. I would have to get a PS3 for that game. That's the problem. And it's just like it's not the easiest thing to like get and set up and everything. So you know. But like, yeah, you know, Final Fantasy IX. As much as I would have liked to have played the PlayStation version of it, although I don't think that it's a terrible thing that I didn't, because I do kind of like having the less encounters and everything. It was easy to play because I could just get it right on Steam. It's just right there, right on Steam. No muss, no fuss. Started it up as soon as I downloaded it. Same with Final Fantasy 15 most recently. You know, like Sexy Brutale, same thing. Death's Gambit, same thing. Phantom Dust wasn't on Steam, but it was just free. So, you know. Got that, no issue. The less barriers you have to me playing your game, the more likely it is that I'll play it. You know? You understand. Yeah. You can play any version of the first Ratchet & Clank game. Okay, well, I'll grab the PlayStation Store version. We'll play that one. Hopefully it's not too much different. It seems like it's supposed to be a reimagining sort of thing, so I'm guessing it will probably stay largely the same. Of course, I would like to play the original one because I am somebody that likes to... I like to experience the original game. Because I've said before, I was saying in the last episode, in fact, Dead Cells here, it's just like, I like the experience, even if it's rough, even if it's weird, even if it's just kind of a worse one. I think getting to play the original one is still something worthwhile on its own. You know. Folklore itself is hard to find. It's on the PSN store. It's only physical copies. Oh, boy. That is going to be a rough one to get then. I'll figure out. Look, when I have like more consistent employment and everything like that, I'll figure out how to play it. But until then, I still have a lot of games on the list, so we're going to keep going. No, not that one. Wasn't there a trilogy release on the PS Store? No, I didn't see it. If there was, I guess I can look again. I don't know. Now that Phantom Dust is done, I can. It would be something to check out. I don't know. Poggers. Yeah, I know. Let's see how this goes. This has been a very successful run so far. Hasn't even been that bad. We'll see. How long am I going to play? I want to say I'm probably going to be done after this. I mean, you want to do the yearly Subnautica stream? Which I suppose I could. We've been going on for a while here. But yeah, I have not done a non-aspect cursed sword run. It's really hard. You finished Phantom Dust? I have. The final episode is up there and ready to go whenever I want to post it, which will be tomorrow, I guess. And there's one as part of a play-at-home thing. Oh, I didn't get the parry. Well, I kind of got the parry, but I didn't really get the parry. Damn. That was going well, too. Oh, well, that's fine. Look, the point is that I don't die in a single hit here with this thing. Oh, damn. Look, there'll be plenty of other opportunities, especially not using an aspect. I don't even know if I would be able to... Like, I don't get the achievement for using an aspect for a flawless fight anyway. It's okay. Rather do it in the more original style anyway. No perfect as usual. Yeah, well, if you expect me to be perfect, you're going to be disappointed. And get that parry going. And I would have gotten it too if it weren't for those dang kids. What are you going to do, though? Look, I should get that without an aspect on anyway. You spooky enough today? I don't know. Is this spooky enough? I am murdering this man. That's kind of spooky, right? GG indeed. So yeah, damned aspect is really good. Oh, who could have guessed? I know, right? Shouldn't be any surprise there. It's like it takes not dying in one hit, doubling your damage. What can I say? It's amazing. Still not the easiest thing. You can still die pretty easily. I'm taking double damage, but with that sort of DPS output, what can you even say? There is it was a smooth run start to end, and we also got to to set up sub goals for whatever that's worth.